guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Hey, let's go. Call the press.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check nine. Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
No chance.
Smooth.
51 the mic. It's our field.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pickett under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And again this time to the tailback. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set, hut, 70 ending. Here we go. Double time.
On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson throwing again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Packer
18
offense
Gator.
ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Look, squeeze.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Third and 3.
Ready up.
Mike 51. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Hey, let go.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Coming.
51.
Now.
51.
From the gun, Pickett throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Five.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Ready.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Let's go now. 8, read. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Now.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go, D.
Leo.
Here I come again.
Let's go.
2nd and 3. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Check. Lucky.
Man.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 13. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
The give to Taylor. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Sponge! No!
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw. Pickett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up! Check your hot read.
Watch the safety creep.
Be careful.
They run the counter. Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Check the backer. Hey, switch gears. Slam.
Go on. Get it.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 48 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Bang, 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 bang.
Look at me. Zip it now.
Back to throw. Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch 7.
Yes, yes. Hard, hard.
Rush in. Bang.
To throw again. Pickett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey!
Hatch it.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Pickett. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Or they just run the clock down and go to his locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and it's 3rd and short.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Nice, sweetheart. Sweat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Check safety. Check three.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Rock it.
52, save.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Delta.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming. Mike 51.
Hey, rock it.
Get in the weight room.
Speed Griffin.
From the gun, Pickett. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Get it.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
General West.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Slam, slam, slam. Wide, get wide.
Topper.
51,
Hey, Alpha.
51. I don't think
Now.
On 1st and 10, Pickett, he finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Hey, Sam on. 5.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 24 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
Look, squeeze.
Showing it. He's checking.
They run the counter. Taylor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch twist. Check 37. 25. Check 25. Kill. Switch.
Leo.
Under crunch. You go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
51. Here we go, deep. Here I come.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Pickett. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Got three down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Gets past one man. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go. Motion. Hey.
51, Mike, 51.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
51's the Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Pickett. It's caught here by Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Bam.
Whip.
Look at me. Go up. Now.
Motion.
Say go.
They run with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, orbit.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Yo, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, it's Goodwin. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Goodwin, 64 yards. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner, level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing now is Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Jackson. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 5.
Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 34
let's go.
now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Look at me. Zipper.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Come up the ball.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Pickett. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Let's go now. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
No.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on fourth. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because...
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. 51's mic.
Go.
51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the gun, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Hey.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Say go.
Off-play action. Pickett going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's now third down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Zoo.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Go.
Mike 51.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, let's calm down.
Speed Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Kevin King with a pick.